What's up, YouTube? Welcome back for another video. In this video I want to go over the 7 things I wish I would have known before I started a pressure washing business. There's a lot of important things that people overlook and don't think about when they think about starting this business. I know they see a lot of videos, whether it be TikToks, or YouTube videos just saying, hey, start a pressure washing business and make thousands of dollars a month. But you're not getting enough information and proper things, and so many guys are starting this business uneducated, unaware of very important things. So I want to go over those in this video, and we're going to start with number 1. One thing I wish I would have known before starting this business: the right machine to use. Guys, I know it seems simple, but the right machine makes a huge difference. A lot of guys just hear the word pressure washing and they think they can just go to Lowe's and go buy a pressure washer off the shelf. And that's what I did when I started, like I think it's been over 4 plus, probably 5 years ago. Had no clue. I was young, naive, so I just went to like Lowe's or Home Depot and bought like a $200-300 pressure washer. Matter of fact, my first machine actually was $200 used off of Craigslist. That's a whole different story, but yeah, that's what I started with, was that type of pressure washer. And I stayed with that one for years out of literally not knowing that there was better to use. I just thought, a pressure washer is a pressure washer. So I probably had like a 2300 PSI pressure washer, probably like 2.3 GPM or something like that. And while I got the job done, obviously I didn't do the same quality of work that I do today, and obviously it took me a lot longer. It was less efficient. But so you're probably wondering, so tell us, what is the right machine to start off with? Well, I'm not gonna tell you a specific machine, but I'm gonna tell you the criteria. And yes, I'm gonna be one of those guys who say, start with at least, if you're gonna start this business, I would say go for at least a 4 GPM machine. It's gonna be hard to really grow your business if you can't even start with a 4 GPM. And here's why I'm saying this: because it doesn't just mean a 4 GPM as for efficiency, but it means budget-wise. And if you can't afford a 4 GPM machine when starting off, you should probably not be starting a pressure washing business when you're first kicking off. Because the only difference is, when you first start this business, if you do not have the right equipment and you try to start, and you don't have $900 to start with a pressure washing business, then you probably shouldn't be starting. And if you want to start with less than a $900 budget for a machine, then rent a machine. That's perfectly fine. You can rent a 4 GPM machine for the day and be perfectly fine. But the next thing I'm going to talk about, outside of the right machine to start with, and just to mention, now we run an 8 GPM belt job machine in our truck now, and I highly recommend that. But anyway, the next thing I wish I would have known is the right chemicals to use. Guys, when I first started off, once again, no knowledge. I'm doing all types of chemical concoctions, mixing this degreaser with this product and this soap with this, and I'm pretty sure when I first started off, I used this, like, I forget what it's called. I think it's called Mold Armor or Home Armor. It's this green bottle of house wash product they sell at Home Depot. And I seen one day somebody was washing their house, they hooked up to a hose and was spraying it, and the green stuff was coming off. I was like, oh, this stuff works. So without knowing any better, I used that product for probably over a year in my business. Probably, I think, 2 years before I figured out that what was cleaning the house was bleach. Didn't know any better, guys. So there it is. You're using bleach. Other term is SH, sodium hypochlorite. But you are going to want to know the proper mix ratios, which we can go over in another video. But that's the chemical to use. And guys, I didn't know that. Outside of that, and once I learned bleach, I still didn't know the other chemicals to use for other jobs. So when something didn't come off with bleach, I just told the customer it didn't come off. So I didn't know how to get out red dirt. I didn't know how to get out rust. I had one time a customer hired me in my early days, and she was calling for pressure washing for her home. Her biggest issue was rust. I washed them but couldn't get the rust off. So I just told her I don't think it comes out. Didn't know any better, was uneducated, guys. So these are things you want to learn, things you want to be aware of. Number 3 thing I wish I would have known before I started is going to be the proper way to charge. Did not know how to charge. So guys, I started off charging $99. I'm sorry, I keep switching arms, my arms are getting tired. $99. I was the $99 guy for a long time before I knew the proper way to charge, charging for per square feet or size. I mean, guys, I probably undersold myself by a bunch by not knowing how to properly charge when it comes to, starting and running this business. So, know how to charge. I sat at $2,000 and $3,000 a month revenue for the longest time before I learned how to charge. And then after that, plus a couple other things, upgrading equipment and getting, more business smarter, I got to 10K pretty easily once I learned the differences between that. So know how to charge. Number 4, I wish I would have known about Facebook groups. There's so much value and information and questions that are answered inside of Facebook groups that are completely free that you can just go join. Maybe I'll drop a couple in the description below, but join a Facebook group, guys. There's so much abundance of knowledge in those groups when you're first starting off. Pretty much any question you can have as a newbie has probably already been answered multiple times in Facebook groups. So I would highly advise that you join a Facebook group when first starting off. All right, guys, number 5 is the proper technique when it comes to washing. So washing is not just about the right chemical. That's just one phase of knowing, in one level of education when it comes to washing a home or anything. But I didn't know the difference between soft washing and pressure washing, the right nozzle sizes for, the job, second story reach without, being on a ladder. All these different techniques I was not aware of. I just thought, once again, pressure wash or get a little bit of degreaser or bleach or whatever and just pressure wash away. Not the right way to do things, guys, especially if you're dealing with homes like these, vinyl siding and stuff like that. Use high pressure, guys. You could leave caused oxidation to be disturbed, and then when the house dries, you got all those crazy marks, guys. I was so scared back when I first started. I actually made that mistake multiple times, and I was, guys, when I tell you guys I was scared, I was like, what did I just do? Almost had a panic attack because I was young, ignorant, didn't know about proper technique, or even when past the proper technique. Once I made that mistake, I didn't know how to fix it. I didn't know about oxidation removal. I didn't know about one thing. This goes about the chemicals and process. These are things you want to know and think about. When guys are just telling you, hey, start a pressure washing business, make X amount of dollars. If you're not thinking about these things, you're going to fail, and it's going to suck. The next thing we'll talk about, I wish I would have known to have a CRM, customer management system, or reputation, whatever. Well, it basically is just a customer management system. Like you're keeping all your customers in a database, and this is going to be where you book appointments. All your customers' data is going to be logged in, so like you're going to have their email addresses, names, phone numbers, home addresses, information like that is going to be stored on this database, and from there take payments and all these different things. So you want to have a CRM for your business, guys, and I'll link a free one below the description. But you want to keep a list. You want to keep your customers organized and keep up with them. When I first started, didn't know any better, so I'm just manually writing in my appointments and names and stuff. But once I lost that piece of paper, whatever, I couldn't communicate with those customers anymore. And one of the things I do now, obviously we have a CRM, but with that CRM and all those numbers I have, I'm able to export all those numbers. We have probably over 3,000 plus contacts that towards the end of the season, when we want to boost some more business, we export those contacts into a text message software that sends out a blast text to the everyone on our list. And that normally leads to, thousands of dollars in extra revenue at the end of the season when things are about to slow down. We get a little boost off of having systems in our business, and that's important to do. So definitely have a CRM so you can implement things like this. The last thing I'm going to say, I wish I would have known with our business, is how to run Facebook ads. Guys, Facebook ads have been the bread and butter of my business. Not going to lie, we so many leads, so much of our business has literally come through Facebook, social media advertising. We have over, probably I think 150, 200 plus reviews, excuse me, on our Facebook page, thousands of likes. But most of our business comes from there. And because all your customers are pretty much already on Facebook, so it's important to, reach them where they're already at. And we're getting leads for like, $8. They used to be cheaper back when I first started. Sometimes I'll get leads between $5, $6, but now they're about $8, $10. But that's still very reasonable, guys. You go out and charge. You go out and sign with some of these lead service companies. They're charging you an arm and a leg just for one lead that you might not even get to talk to, and that also might not be exclusive to you. I can name them: Angie's Leads, Thumbtack, all these different companies, Home Advisor, charge you $40, $50 a lead, guys. Like who has the budget for that when first starting off? You need to be able to get your own exclusive leads, and Facebook ads can do that for you. With that being said, guys, if any of these things resonated with you and you want to know more about them, check out all the free videos I have on my channel. I talk about a lot of these things in separate videos, but also I have an ebook that I have wrote and posted right here. Guys, if you're brand new starting this business, definitely check out this ebook. It'll be the best $25 investment you can make. It's going to teach you, like I said, proper chemicals, proper equipment, process, insurance companies. All of it is right there in this ebook. 29 pages, no fluff, right there. Definitely check it out. I also put together a little program. It's $49. If you want to learn how to do Facebook ads yourself, check it out, guys. Once again, one of those investments that are gonna make you a lot of money if you implement what I'm teaching you. I teach you my exact strategy for how I run Facebook ads for my own company and how you can too. You want to start getting your own exclusive leads. Online, access lifetime. Link will be in the description for both the book, ebook, and as well as I have a course I've had for probably the past like 3 years that teaches you from basically A to Z. And if you want that, It's only $100, link in the description. Once again, guys, though, I do have plenty of free content, so don't feel any pressure to purchase these things. But if you're someone who understands the value of investing in yourself, you're not scared to spend a little money, then I would say check out those resources because they're 100% valuable. And reason why I say this is because when I first started off, I didn't have any mentorship or anything like that, and I wish I could have had, that guidance. I wouldn't have been stuck at $2,000 and $3,000 revenue, plus just being super inefficient in my business when I first started because I didn't know any better. So guys, do invest in yourself, do check things out. And if you don't check out my resources, check out other people's resources, because you do want to invest in yourself. You do want to spend the bread, because I have never spent $1 on my education that has not brought me an ROI. So I'm going to be a huge advocate of spending money on yourself, because I have done this myself. When I first started off, well, not first, but after a year after business, I was like, okay, I got to be able to do better. I spent $200 on a course that literally only taught me how to wash houses, and I'm pretty sure that information was free on YouTube, but I didn't regret. I didn't ask for a refund. I learned a little technique from it, and that was that. Anyway, guys, be sure to like this video and subscribe. Leave a comment if you learned something, and I'll be posting more videos like this in the near future. I got a few more videos I want to put out, and little announcement, guys. I will be moving to Thailand in basically 4.5 days. So that's where I'll be relocating to. You're probably wondering about this business. So my younger brother has been running it for the past 5 or so months this year. So I am no longer really physically involved. So now I have the freedom to move around. That's exactly what I'm doing, guys. But anyway, see you next video. Peace out.